Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a fantastic week and you've been enjoying yourself. So for those people who are just getting back to work after a bit of a break, I hope that's been nice and smooth for you and it hasn't been too intense after having a break over Christmas if you have had one. So how I work is I call in my guides, always in spirit, who love me, ask them to come in close to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, exercises, and also doing some healing for you with the videos while you're watching it. If you give permission for this to happen, or even better, you call in your guides, you call in your team, and you say, I open myself up to receiving the most beautiful and wonderful loving healing that I can or that I need at this moment. I ask my team to come close and give me a note. So you'll be receiving that, plus any other work that I've been able to do with the help of my beautiful team with me to give you while you're watching this and through the week as well. Okay, so if you would like a session with me, all the links are below. If you send me an email, please send me a secondary contact. For some reason, my emails don't get through to people. Don't know why. Been having this trouble for quite a while, and thought I've worked it out, and it just keeps coming back. So please, secondary contact. And if you could like, subscribe, comment, and share me around, love that. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that sort of stuff really helps me out a lot and helps me to get out there and give some more free content to people, and helps me to connect with people and for them to connect with themselves, which is really the thing. The crux of this is really helping people to understand themselves more, to get more out of their life, and to create more of an awesome and fantastic life for themselves and for everyone around them. Okay, so I'll just tune in, seal off, call everyone in, and we'll get into this weekly reading. All right, it's interesting, because I was wondering why I actually said about helping them to connect, helping you to connect with yourself with this. And they're talking about this and about doing an exercise where if you were to just do things, or to just write them down, and to, if you're married, you've got kids, you're in a partnership, you haven't, this sort of thing, whatever it is, if you were to just put all that aside just for a second, and if you were to only think about yourself, so anyone you love, anything like that, it's not that you don't love them, just put it aside just for this moment, just to do this exercise. And if you were to really, think of, they're saying at first you can write down a whole lot of things, but it's about you connecting to you. And it's about how you can actually create more greatness and more beauty within your life. And how could you do that? What would be the things that you might do? And you might get a list of 5 things, 10 things, a couple of pages, whatever it is. And then with this, it's about narrowing it down. You might have to do this a few times depending on how many things that you've got there. Or if you're not able to choose, start numbering them down. Or another way is to run your finger down them and ask Spirit for help with this. Help me to have clarity around the things that are a higher priority for me at this particular moment. And sort of running your finger down, and you'll get a feeling, you'll get a buzz, you'll get a heat, you'll get a cool, you'll get some sensation that's on there. And it's about picking 3 things. And out of those 3 things, You know, it could be doing more exercise. It could be doing some meditation, yoga, Pilates, Qigong, you know, different things like that. It could be, you know, getting some more time to read. It could be, you know, whatever, heaps and heaps of, there's so many different things that this could be. What it is, once you've got, like, you narrow it down, they're saying if you need to do 3 or 5 things, well, once you've got this, it's about picking one thing. And when you pick that one thing, you make this a priority. So, you know, you can do this for, they're saying, no less than 6 weeks. And what you do is you, as you're going through your week, or even as you're planning your week even better, what you're going to do is going to go, right, how can I put this into my day today? And it is about doing it on a daily. At least it's about doing it 3 to 5 times a week. And so it's about, okay, how can, because this is about you increasing your love, your connection to yourself, making a better life, making a more happy life, a more abundant life. How can you do that? So if you really want to do these things, you will try this out, because basically you've got nothing to lose. It's either going to get better or you're going to learn things. Maybe you'll get both. I just said you could actually get quite a lot more than this, but it was just the first few things we gave to David to share with you about this. Basically, it's not going to end up futile in any way. And so you, with your week, you plan out your week, or you could even have to plan out your day, and you go, right, I'm going to fit this in. I'm going to make this a priority. And then it's about putting it in there, saying if you do it on a daily, do it for, you know, we'll start at 15 minutes. So for the first week, 15 minutes. You know, for the next week, see if you can boost it out to 20 minutes until you get up to that point where, you know, it's between sort of a half an hour and an hour. And you're doing this at a minimum, you know, sort of 5 times a week. If you're only able to start doing it 3 times a week, build up another day after 2 weeks, another day after 2 weeks, and trying to build that up. But it's about you implementing whatever this is. If it's exercise, if it's being more social, if it's meditating, if it's having time out, if it's reading, if it's taking a bath. But it's that thing about going, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it a priority. And just taking a few notes, and you could even calibrate this from 1 to 10, you know, 1's or 0's the lowest, 10's the highest, or from 0 to 100. And just sort of like on a general sort of scope, you know, how has this improved my life? Has this improved my life a little bit? Do I just generally feel a little bit better? So you want to get a baseline. So you go, okay, I'm feeling generally my life, I'm feeling this. We don't, you know, you can categorize it, but let's just make it easy. I like it easy. Easy works and simple. So, okay, you know, my life is a 5 in the awesomeness scale. You know, I could still create another, you know, 5 levels on top of that to make my life so incredibly amazing that I'm just walking around all day, just smiling and just beaming at every single thing. And so, yeah, put it in that sort of way. That's what a 10 would be. That every minute you're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. A bit like when you have a really, really good holiday and just every moment is just magical. So you can use that as a scale, or if that's never happened to you, just imagine what that's like. But they're saying once you do this over a period of 6 weeks or 2 months, then you can really, or if you're doing, you only have a few things, do it over a 3-month period. But it's about you sort of calibrating where you're at. Okay, because when you just pick one thing that you can really zero in on, especially one thing that you've picked, nobody else has picked this for you, that's going to improve your life, when you're doing it on a daily, it's just going to improve your life, unless for some reason it just really doesn't work for you. But there will be obstacles, they're telling me, that will pop up as you do this. Self-sabotage patterns, you know, not making enough time, people want my help, oh, I haven't done it today, or I haven't done it, in the last 2 days. All these things are going to pop up. Oh, it's not that much of a priority. Well, you can reason this out, but really it's bullshit. If you really want to do this and you really want to improve your life, you're going to do it. Because it's really about you to you, and it's connecting to you. And ask Spirit. Say, hey, I want some help with this. I want help to make it easy. I want help to make this fun. I want help if any obstacles appear to, help me with this. If you've got a partner or you've got a friend that you want to share this with, see if you can do this together and help each other through the process. Or it might be a few people. And you can check in, just a quick text. How'd you go today? Did you do your thing? And have that support with another person. That really helps. Or a support with a couple of people. And just see what happens after you do this. Because we really don't recognize the changes that we can do over a period of time when we're just simplifying it down to one thing. And that's really what this is about. And it's really about you improving your life in all ways. And by doing one thing, this will filter out into all ways and into all areas of your life. So they're telling me to get on with the weekly reading. Okay, so Monday. So, all right, so Monday, it's interesting. There's like a heaviness around my base chakra, and it's almost like a carrying around, the shit that doesn't serve you anymore, carrying around the stuff that is not going to open you up, to set you free, to really inspire you and help you to have more passion, more openness, more love, more fun. That's a big one that's coming through, and abundance. Abundance can be a lot of things, but having more fun, abundance and passion within your life. And so if there's something that you're recognizing that isn't working for you, give it to Spirit. And they're reminding me of a practice which I actually need. I'll do another video about this that you can use to do this. But for now, it's about recognizing it there and giving it to Spirit. So, yeah, and then actually recognizing the things that do uplift you, the things that do make things easy, or the people or the circumstances or whatever. And it's just about recognizing that, not actually trying to hold on to it or anything like that. So getting on to Tuesday. Tuesday feels a little bit emotional, actually. And I'm just going to move some of that energy because it's almost like a bit of sadness, a bit of kind of pent-up angst that's there as well. And I can feel it coming through me. And it's a bit heavy, but it's old too. It's stuff that is, it's almost like you're sort of not allowing this to come out of you. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling whatever, allow yourself, give yourself some space, give yourself some time to feel these things. Give yourself some space and time to be able to express that in whichever way that may be. Might not necessarily mean yelling or anything like that. Could be going for a run, doing some riding, doing some gardening, talking to a friend, whatever it is. But allow yourself to, I can feel that flowing through me. Yeah. If anyone that doesn't know, when you're yawning, it actually means you're releasing some deep-seated patterns. They're saying not that David's tired or bored with this, it's that I'm releasing stuff. Some people burp, other people yawn. I'm a yawner, not a burper. So it's about allowing that emotion to flow through, and it's about allowing you to just to go with it, a bit like that. Just allow that yawn to occur and allow that emotion to flow through. Okay, so getting on to Wednesday. So, alright, so it's funny, they just said Wednesday is about have some perspective. And what they're talking about is like whatever's going on Wednesday, it's about stepping back a couple of steps from it and actually asking yourself, quite a lot of emotion coming through, which is a good thing. But Wednesday, yeah, is really about taking a few steps back and really getting some perspective on it. You know, really, if I was to look at this in a few weeks or a few months' time, is it something that's crucially important right now? And if it is, allow it to be crucially important. Do what you need to, and and then once you've done everything you can do, it's about giving yourself that congratulations, giving yourself that time and space. There's a lot coming through. To be able to, you know, let things work themselves out. Let things sort of get into, I just heard divine timing, but really it's just about timing and things to work out when they can work out, which is at that time in which it's going to benefit you most. Okay, getting on the Thursday. So, all right. So Thursday, it's interesting. Like, this hasn't come up for a while. Thursday is about really checking in with your inner child, and it's really about a lot of stuff coming through. So Thursday is about sort of maybe checking in, asking yourself, how often do I actually check in with my inner child? Do I ever check in with it? Do I ever know what the hell it's about? There's some really simple and easy techniques in which you can do with this. And it could be something as simple as taking off your shoes, going for a walk in the grass. Most of the bindies are gone by now. Bindi season's over. Hopefully it is for you, no matter where you are. Like, yeah, walking in the grass. Could be playing on some swings. It could be watching some cartoons. It could be doing some drawing. It could be whatever it is. But it's about sort of how you can go, right, you know, what sort of stuff did I like when I was a kid? And then just think about a few different things, whatever you're drawn to. It could be sitting there looking up at the clouds and making shapes in the clouds. You give yourself a little bit of space to be able to do this. Yep, give yourself some space to be able to do this, and allow yourself to have this time to connect with your inner child. Also about sort of inviting them in. And it could be about going, okay, give me, and you can ask Spirit for help with this, but go, hey, what can I do for you? How can I help connect with you? Could be eating ice cream. It could be whatever it is. You know, ask them, what do you want me to do? How can I connect with you with this? So that's about Thursday. Friday. All right, so Friday too is, it's really about connecting, all about connecting this week, about connecting with what you ideally would be wanting to have, not just for you, but for the people around you. You know, is that to have more fun, more laughter, to have more ease, whatever it is, to have more parties, and so it's about kind of, as you're doing this, it's about going, okay, well, if I was to look at bringing more of this in, how could I actually bring this in? What would it look like? What would it feel like? So it's about kind of more imagination in that thing, or actually, if you know, just starting to take a bit of action on that. And they're saying at the same time, consistency. So if this is something that really resonates with you, it might take a little while before things really kick off. It might take a little while before things really manifest. So anyone that has learned a new language, started playing music, even driving a car, different things like this, it took a while before you got used to it and a while before you got comfortable. So these things can sometimes take a little while, but they're always worth it. Okay, so getting on to the weekend. What's on the weekend? Okay, so Saturday is about getting in touch with nature. It's about getting outside, getting in touch with nature, and it's about sort of acknowledging what you really want. with this. You know, do you want to go and just go for a walk? Do you want to sit under a tree? Do you want to get to the beach? Do you want to read a book in the park? You know, do you want to go to a waterfall? What it is that you want to do. It could even be just working in the garden. You know, different things like this. But this is about getting in touch with nature. And it's also too about recognizing that connection between yourself and nature as well, because we are part of the earth, and we do have a really strong connection with earth. You know, so when things do happen, natural disasters, I can almost guarantee that nearly every person who's watching this video, when there is some kind of natural disaster, feels an emotion around this, whether it involves people or not. And so it's about sort of acknowledging that connection that you have with the earth and with yourself. Okay, Sunday. So, not getting much at all. Don't know what's going on Sunday. Make it up. What do you want to do on Sunday? Make it a day, your day, whatever that is. And I kept hearing when I was saying that about I am. So it's about make up Sunday in the I am. So I am going to have a good time today. I am going to hang out with my mates. I am going to enjoy some time to do not much, to process, to chill, to whatever that is. So it is, yeah, it's about connecting to the I am within you. And for anyone that doesn't sort of know that, my understanding of that is about the I am presence, which is the presence of source within you. Some people call it God, I call it Great Spirit, but it's that source energy, that love energy that is within you, the I am presence. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching the video this week and you got some stuff out of it. Please let me know in the comments and that sort of thing. If you want a session, all the links are below. And currently I'm booked up, getting booked up into March already. And I think there might be a few spots left, I'm not sure. Check it out, davidmjohn.com. There's a booking system there, so just book in there. All right, thank you again for joining me. Really good to do this every week, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Okay, big love. Bye-bye.